Hey, what's going on YouTube? Decided to do a little knife review today. I'm going to review a few knives leading up to what I think is the best knife on the market today, right now, that you can buy. Value, use, all that jazz. But before I get to it, I'm going to start off with a few kind of comparisons, best of some worlds, not of others. And I'm going to start off today with the Lightning. Very well known knife. It is not too heavy, super fast deployment, and it has some other uses. And the two knives before the Paramilitary that I'm going to talk about, Paramilitary 2, that I'm going to talk about, have uses, but not as many as the Paramilitary. So, first use of this is to scare people, shoot this out, and that's self-defense right there. They're gonna see that. Hey, they're gonna see that, and they're just gonna be like, "Wow, that guy's not messing around," like, ah. And then another use is because of its shape. It's kind of squarish, edged, rectangular shape, kind of flat, is a bookmark for reading books. Not too useful, but, it can work. I mean, you could probably get 40 pages in there, in that pocket clip. So, I don't know. For the readers out there, it could be useful. Another one is a doorstop, because most knives, you don't want to mess up the handle and stuff, but this is an aluminum handle, so you could open a door all the way and kind of put it under, and maybe even shoot the blade out and put it under. That would give you more leverage, and that would stop your door from coming out. So a few uses of the Lightning. Very strong knife, never had it fail until now. But yeah, love this knife. Awesome knife, and would definitely recommend it. Moving up, very common knife, the Spyderco Tenacious, made in China. G10 handles, and hey, not as good as the Paramilitary, but definitely getting up there with the Paramilitary too. Hey, it's my dog's ass. But yeah, getting up there with the Paramilitary too. It has the Spidey hole, which actually doubles as a magnifying glass. If it will focus. It magnifies things 0%, so you can kind of, if you put it up to your eye, you can see exactly what you're looking at normally, but through this hole. So that's a different option, of looking around at things, is through this hole here. Another good thing about this is it stands up on its own, because it's kind of a wide handle. So I mean, if you want to put it on your dresser or on a shelf somewhere, people will come over and they'll be like, "Whoa, your house is decorated so cool," But yeah, some good uses of the Tenacious. Very good knife. Other than it's made in China, which, have you ever seen Red Dawn? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they're giving us knives that will fail on us after a certain amount of years. It's kind of like their plan. Give us knives we think are good, but once everything goes down, That's the exact date that they set all their knives to. Something, all their screws have Loctite. That's like 5-year Loctite. And they're going to invade in 5 years and 1 day. So yeah, that's an option. And here she is. The Spyderco Paramilitary 2. My favorite thing about this knife is it's made in United States, but it's also made on Earth, if you can read that. So that is way, way, way better than these other quality interplanetary knives. But it also has another great feature is how it closes and opens. You can use the magnifying glass Spidey hole, or you can just close it, and this would be super useful if you're going to be executing small insects or animals, like guillotine style. Like, if they've created riots or high crimes against the village, against the parliament, you just flick this out, put their head in there, and then you just drop the blade. So that can be a very tactical, kind of scare tactic defense mechanism towards, mice or something, like just your run-of-the-mill pests, basically. Another thing I like is its magnifying glass is way bigger, so as you look through it, you see things the same size as you would normally see through any hole or without a hole, but it's a bigger hole. So you're going to be seeing that through a bigger hole, so that is way better, definitely. Also, the pocket clip is nice black, but once it starts wearing off through use, it turns into a fire starter / plane flagger. You can flag down planes with this. It's specially designed by Spyderco to, as it wears, be bright enough to shine down a plane if you're ever in a emergency situation where you're out in the wilderness, out in the woods, and you need to flag down a plane for rescue. And last, probably my favorite feature of this is the giant fishing hole on the bottom. This hole, you can tie fishing line, 550 cord, woven vine material from the woods, braided together grass, maybe even grass seed together, and you go through this hole, and then you can actually hold the knife like this and throw it into the water and use it as a fishing device. So that is Spyderco has in their catalog that's the only use for this hole. That's their intended use, is as a fishing mechanism, if you will. But the blade also doesn't bounce. I don't know if their type of steel that they use is just that high quality that if you go to drop it, it just kind of hits and doesn't bounce. So that's obviously a clear sign of high quality steel that you should definitely put on your list of knives to buy. Let's get it to focus. Knives to buy is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Peace.